Thermodynamic analysis of gas turbine cycle, ideal and actual, considering mass flow rate of fuel. In this video number 1.2, we have done thermodynamic analysis of gas turbine cycle, Brayton cycle, for ideal and actual, neglecting the mass flow rate of fuel. Now let us do the same analysis considering mass flow rate of fuel and how it is going to affect the analysis and various performance terms of gas turbine cycle. So in the diagram, one open cycle gas turbine is shown where 1 to 2 is the process taking place in compressor, 2 to 3 taking place in combustion chamber, 3 to 4 process taking place in turbine. Let's say the mass flow rate of air from the compressor entering into the combustion chamber is m dot A and mass flow rate of fuel entering to the combustion chamber is m dot F and mass flow rate of gas leaving the combustion chamber is m dot G, which is the summation of mass flow rate of air plus mass flow rate of fuel. The processes taking place in this open cycle gas turbine are shown on pressure, volume and temperature entropy diagram. Here the cycle 1, 2, 3, 4 represented in green color represents the ideal cycle, whereas the processes shown by dotted line in red color represent the irreversible processes. Now in the above diagram, process 1 to 2 is isentropic compression of air in the compressor. Process 1 to 2 days is actual compression of air in the compressor considering the efficiency of the compressor is less than 100%. Process 2 to 3 represents reversible reversible isobaric heat addition in the combustion chamber. Process 3 to 4 is an isentropic expansion of the gas in the turbine. Process 3 to 4 days is actual expansion of the gas in the turbine considering the irreversible process, and process 4 to 1 represents reversible isobaric heat rejection in case of closed cycle gas turbine. So during process 1 to 2 and 3 to 4, entropy remains constant for ideal cycle. However, the entropy does not remain constant during process 1 to 2 days and 3 to 4 days, which are irreversible processes. Now, let CPA represents specific heat of air in kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and CPG represents specific heat of gas leaving the combustion chamber and entering the turbine. Now let us consider case 1 where mass flow rate of air is neglecting. That is, we are not considering m dot f. Now I am doing this analysis for ideal cycle as well as actual cycle. So the very first term is compressor specific work input. WC will be given by H2 minus H1. As you can see from the PV and TS diagram, this will be in kilojoule per kg. In terms of temperature and specific heat, it can be given as CPA T2 minus T1 kilojoule per kg. Now, total compressor work input capital WC will be the mass flow rate of air into specific compressor work. This kilojoule per kg is actually kilojoule per kg of air. So the total compressor work WC will be m dot A into CPA into T2 minus T1 and unit will be kilowatt. If I consider the mass flow rate unit in kg per second, unit of total compressor work will be kilowatt. Then turbine specific work output small wt will be H3 minus H4 kilojoule per kg. In terms of specific heat and temperature, CPG into T3 minus T4 kilojoule per kg of air. Since turbine handles the gas, so a specific heat of gas will come into picture. Now, total turbine work output capital WT will be mass flow rate of air times specific turbine work output. So this will be given by m dot A into CPG into T3 minus T4. And its unit will be kilowatt. Now similar expression I can obtain for heat input, heat supplied in the combustion chamber. Qs will be H3 minus H2 kilojoule per kg. So Qs will be, now at state 3, the condition of working substance is gas, and at state 2 the condition of working substance is air. So Qs will be CPG into T3 minus CPA into T2 kilojoule per kg. And total heat supplied Qs will be mass flow rate of air into specific heat supplied. So here Qs will be m dot A into CPG into T3 minus CPA into T2. And this will be in kilowatt. Now neglecting the mass flow rate of air, the same analysis I can done, same expressions for work input of compressor, work output of turbine and heat supplied in the combustion chamber I can get for actual cycle for 1 to 2 dash, 2 dash 3, 3, 4 dash and 4 dash 1. So very first the actual specific compressor work input will be H2 dash minus H1 kilojoule per kg. So actual specific compressor work input will be CPA T2 dash minus T1 kilojoule per kg. T2 dash is the temperature of air after compression. Similarly, total compressor work WC will be mass flow rate of air into, this will be WCA, small WCA into A. So actual total compressor work will be m dot A into CPA into T2 dash minus T1 kilowatt. In the similar fashion, actual specific turbine work output will be H3 minus H4 dash kilojoule per kg. As you can see here, 3 to 4 dash is the actual expansion process. Now in terms of specific heat, CPG into T3 minus T4 dash kilojoule per kg. Then total actual turbine work will be mass flow rate of air into small WTA. So this will be WTA will be m dot A into CPG into T3 minus T4 dash, and its unit once again will be in kilowatt. Now heat supplied, expression for heat supplied in actual cycle Qs suffix A will be H3 minus H2 dash kilojoule per kg. If actual compression process is taking place and it terminates at the state 2 dash, so H3 minus H2 dash will be the actual heat supplied. So this will be Qs suffix A is equal to CPG into T3 minus CPA into T2 kilojoule per kg. And total heat supplied will be m dot A into CPG into T3 minus CPA into, sorry, this will be T2 dash, and it will be in kilowatt. So this way we can get the expressions for heat supplied in the combustion chamber, work input to the compressor, and work output from the turbine. Now let us consider the case 2. Considering mass flow rate of fuel m dot f. Once again we will be deriving the expressions for ideal cycle and actual cycle. So the very first expression will be the compressor work for ideal gas turbine cycle, considering the mass flow rate of air will be H2 minus H1 kilojoule per kg. This will be CPA T2 minus T1 kilojoule per kg of air. So this will be the expression. Similarly, total compressor work will be m dot A into WC will be equal to m dot A into CPA into T2 minus T1 kilowatt. So the expression for compressor work input is not going to change whether considering mass flow rate of fuel or not. The same expression for compressor work input for actual cycle will be H2 dash minus H1 is equal to CPA T2 minus T1 kilojoule per kg, and actual total compressor work input will be mass flow rate of air into actual specific compressor work input, that will be equal to m dot A into CPA into T2 minus T1 kilowatt. Then consider the turbine work output for ideal cycle considering the mass flow rate of air. So specific turbine work output will be 1 plus m dot F over m dot A into H3 minus H4 kilojoule per kg, or specific turbine work output will be 1 plus m dot F over m dot A into CPG into T3 minus T4. Okay, or it can also be written as small Wt 1 plus F by A into CPG into T3 minus T4 kilojoule per kg. In this expression, F by A is called as ratio of mass flow rate of fuel to the mass flow rate of air, and it is called as fuel air ratio. Now then comes heat supplied. So heat supplied will be, first let us calculate specific heat supplied, and that will be H3 minus H2, sorry, 1 plus F by A into H3 minus H2 kilojoule per kg. Now heat supplied can also be given as fuel air ratio multiplied by calorific value of fuel. Okay, or total heat supplied will be m dot a into qs. So total heat supplied will be m dot a into 1 plus m dot f over m dot a into H3 minus H2 kilojoule per kg of air. Now I can also simplify this expression. Qs is equal to m dot a plus m dot f, and H3 is nothing but enthalpy of gas. So Cpg into T3 minus m dot a into H2 is the specific enthalpy of air. So Cpa into T2, and this will be kilowatt. Now here the total turbine work will be m dot a into small wt, and this will be equal to m dot a plus m dot f into Cpg into T3 minus T4 kilowatt. Now in the combustion chamber, we are going to derive very important relation. Heat generated due to combustion in the combustion chamber is equal to increase in the enthalpy of gas, and in the combustion chamber under steady state condition, because turbine is a steady flow device. Now heat generated due to combustion of fuel can be given as mass flow rate of fuel into calorific value is equal to increase in the enthalpy of gas can be given as m dot a plus m dot f into Cpg into T3 minus m dot a into Cpa into T2. So many times this equilibrium equation will be utilized to calculate either T3 or T2 or m dot a or m dot f. So this is all about the analysis of gas turbine cycle by considering the mass flow rate of fuel m dot f. Now we can do the same analysis for actual cycle. We have, for compressor work we have already did it. Sorry, this will be T2 dash. For turbine it will be 1 plus F over A H3 minus H4 dash. So actual turbine work output will be 1 plus F by A into CPG into T3 minus T4 dash kilojoule per kg of air. So total turbine work will be mass flow rate of air into specific turbine work output under actual condition. So Wt suffix A will be m dot A plus m dot F into CPG into T3 minus T4 dash in kilowatt. Now amount of heat supplied in case of actual gas turbine cycle considering the mass flow rate of fuel. So actual heat supplied will be given by 1 plus F by A into H3 minus H2 dash kilojoule per kg. So actual heat supplied will be 1 plus F by A into CPG into T3 minus CPA into T2 dash. So total heat supplied will be m dot A into Q suffix SA. So QS will be m dot A into 1 plus m dot F over m dot A. F by A is nothing but fuel air ratio into CPG into T3 minus CPA into T2 dash. So QS will be m dot A plus m dot F into CPG into T3 minus m dot A CPA into T2 dash. So this will be the actual total heat supplied to the Brayton cycle, actual Brayton cycle, considering the mass flow rate of fuel. Now once again, under steady state condition, so under steady state condition in the combustion chamber. So m dot f into calorific value into, if I am considering actual Brayton cycle, effectiveness or combustion efficiency of combustion chamber will be less than the 100%. So that will also come into picture. So m dot f into Cv into eta combustion will be equal to m dot a plus m dot f into Cpg T3 minus m dot a into Cpa into T2 dash. So this way I can get the different expressions for compressor work input, turbine work output and heat supplied, with and without considering the mass flow rate of air. Now for actual process, T2 dash and T4 dash are the unknown temperatures. So how to calculate T2 dash and T4 dash? So if I consider isentropic efficiency of compressor, it is nothing but isentropic work input to the compressor to the actual compressor work. So it is given by T2 minus T1 over T2 dash minus T1. So from this expression I can get the value of T2 dash. Similarly, by considering isentropic efficiency of turbine, which is ratio of actual turbine work output to the isentropic turbine work output. So it is given by T3 minus T4 dash over T3 minus T4. So from here I can get the value of T4 dash. So this way I can do thermodynamic analysis of ideal and actual and open or closed cycle gas turbine considering the mass flow rate of fuel. So thank you for your kind attention and passionate listening. Happy learning.